Now You See Me, Now You Don't is the third movie in the franchise and brings the Four Horsemen back to team with three new young magicians who want to stop a corrupt diamond mogul. The new Now You See Me movie brings back the original four lead characters from the first film, but also keeps the one replacement from the second movie. Along with the returning cast members, there were two other big names returning, although one was only in the Now You See Me, Now You Don't ending stinger. Finally, there was the new big bad of the story, and her main henchmen, as the Now You See Me heroes, are only as good as the best enemy they can take down with their cons. Character: Danny is the arrogant and self-professed leader of the Four Horsemen. It is Danny who first reaches out to the new trio of magician con artists who have co-opted his team's name, revealing that the Eye wants all of them to work together to take down a South African diamond company. Actor: Jesse Eisenberg returns for Now You See Me, Now You Don't as Danny, but he has also been working hard both in front of and behind the camera. Eisenberg has 2 Oscar nominations for The Social Network and A Real Pain, the second of which he wrote and directed as well. Character Merritt McKinney is the oldest of the Horsemen and the member who specializes in mentalism and hypnosis. When Now You See Me, Now You Don't opens, he had been contemplating suicide after the dissolution of the Horsemen and is feeling culpable for the imprisonment of one of their friends. Actor: Woody Harrelson is the most experienced actor to be part of the Horsemen lineup itself. He has been acting since the 1980s, where he enjoyed his breakout on TV's Cheers. He then built a solid filmography of hit movies, including White Men Can't Jump, Natural Born Killers, Zombieland, and the Hunger Games franchise. Character: Jack Wilder is the youngest member of the Horsemen and the one who specializes in sleight of hand and cardistry. Since the team's breakup, he has been working as a cruise ship magician and lamenting his missed opportunity with fellow former member Lula May. Actor: Dave Franco returned as the youngest member of the Horsemen in Now You Can See Me, Now You Don't. He has been building a career both in front of and behind the camera, as he starred in his brother's The Disaster Artist and then directed a movie starring his wife, Alison Brie, called The Rental. Character: Henley Reeves was the escape artist in the original version of The Horsemen from Now You See Me, but she had left the group before the second movie. She returns here, admitting she stepped away from her work after becoming a mother, but that she also misses the risks and danger involved with the Horsemen cons. Actor: Isla Fisher returns for Now You See Me, Now You Don't after a one-movie absence, and she quickly showed why she was such a popular character. She enjoyed her breakout in rom-coms like Wedding Crashers and Definitely Maybe. She has primarily worked on TV and in voice roles since 2021. Character Lula May is the escape artist who replaced Henley in Now You See Me too. She is also not called upon for this con, although when she learns what is going on, she shows up anyway to help out as a fifth horseman, despite Henley being back. Lula also has unfinished business with ex-boyfriend Jack Wilder. Actor: Lizzie Kaplan replaced Isla Fisher in the second Now You Can See Me movie, and she returned along with Fisher as well. Kaplan made her name in the TV series Masters of Sex, and then took on some significant roles in movies like Mean Girls, Cloverfield, 127 Hours, Hot Tub Time Machine, and The Interview. Character: In the first Now You See Me, Thaddeus Bradley was a former magician who devoted his time to being a magician debunker. However, this was just a cover story, and he was actually the former Grandmaster of the Eye, the group that sent the Horsemen on missions. He returns, even though he had retired, to help the Horsemen. Actor: Morgan Freeman remains the most experienced actor in the movie, an antagonist in the first film, and an ally from that moment on. Freeman is a 5-time Oscar nominee, winning in 2005 for $1 Million Baby. Freeman remains a beloved actor, with his voice taking on a life of its own, becoming literally the voice of God in cinema. Character: Charlie is one of 3 new main cast members, the leader of a trio of young magicians who have taken up the Horsemen's cause to take down tech bros and other unscrupulous business people who have ripped off innocent people. Charlie works behind the scenes for his team, planning all their cons and tricks.